Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dia from Living My Best Life. Today I would like to show you just a few examples and inspire you to create your own emergency bag or car kit or bug out bag. I will give you some examples to kind of inspire you to create your own bag, your own tote, whatever you want to use. The best thing about this, it is customizable to you, to me, to whomever. It's individually customized, and whatever you have available will work. So if you enjoy certain items, certain sizes, certain quantities, it's all customizable to you. That's the best part of it. Let's get started. So the shirt that I'm wearing here, it's kind of an orangey color. I had ordered it a bit over a year ago, and it was these two shirts. So I'm not going to really put this one on, but I'll show you the next one. The next shirt I will put on for you, but they are the same shirt, just a different color, and they're very stretchy. It's mostly merino wool and a bit of spandex. This is what it would look like. You know, you can use whatever you like, but I like more of a natural material. And I have found, since I started purchasing wool, how great the product is. The natural fibers are fantastic. So that's what I try to use for my emergency car kits, bug out bags, clothing. There's just a ton of benefits to that natural material. So that's what I like to go with. I also have this shirt. It's from 90 Degrees, and it's mostly polyester, but the fabric feels like nice and cool. It probably will be easy to wash and dry also. And it's really soft and comfortable, but I get them a little bit bigger just so they are comfortable, more breathable, nothing too tight. And these are the kind of shirts that I would prefer to have in my emergency kit. Give you a example. These are kind of big, kind of long. I am only 5'2", so anything is pretty long, but I like it loose like that. And I do like the grays, the gray tones and blacks and dark color, just because I dirty my stuff quite a bit. I stain it, and it just works for me, versus the lighter color like I had mentioned. I do like the pretty, the pinks, the oranges, reds, you know, the lighter colors, but for an emergency kit and longer wear and tear, I prefer the darker colored versus these lighter colored shirts. And of course, if I have room for it, I will get both of these and alternate, because two is one is none. Then as far as my bottoms, I do enjoy these pair of shorts, and I would also get a pair of jeans. It is a more heavy duty material, and it will last me quite a bit of time, especially if that's all I have to wear for a while. Another great option would be these pair of stretchy shorts or leggings. These are also a wool blend like my tops. So I have the shorts and then the longer pants, the leggings. I would definitely get one of each and put it in my emergency bag, because all of this is just going to depend on the time of year. But if that's all I have for an extended amount of time, then I can definitely alternate and wear these year round. Now we move on to the next, which is somewhere to sit comfortably. You know, that's a bit too heavy, too bulky. And even the folding camping chair, that's a little bit oversized, which is wonderful. It's very comfortable. But this is a better option for a smaller kit. You can hang it, you can carry it. It's very lightweight. This will even fit inside a bag or a backpack, or it's easy to attach, and it's very compact. You can kind of compare the difference in size. Although anything you have will work, it will help you, it will be comfortable because you will get tired of walking and you need somewhere to sit. So the next item I recommend is an umbrella. There are definitely smaller ones, but this one is mo bang for your bucks. I got it at Home Depot for about $5. But any umbrella will do to help you from the sun, sunburning, from the rain, from the elements. Of course, there's always tarps and other things that you can do, but a simple umbrella will hold you over for quite some time. Then, of course, the very most important item on your list should be water. A container to hold water and a water filter. A flashlight would be a great idea to have as well. Paracord is always great to have with you. Super multi-purpose item. Also, if you have extra bags that kind of fold on themselves that are very compact, this can also help you. You can use one of these to put all your gear in, or even if you have an extra one within your emergency bag, this will also help you gather items that you need, whether it be food, firewood, whatever you happen to need. An extra bag is always very useful. Then anything hygiene and first aid related, that will be another essential. You can do your own DIY first aid kit or hygiene kit depending on your needs, your likes, your wants. You can go as compact as you want or full-size items, totally customizable for you. And don't forget the wipes or the toilet paper, because wipes and toilet paper do run out. Along with that, I would recommend a couple rags, at least a couple. One would be a pee rag where you just wipe. Another great essential are sneakers or hiking boots. Another very essential thing to have is your Bible. I have several of these. One is a kid's Bible, and the other one is just a basic Bible, and then a pretty covered Bible. A pair of nail clippers. I also like to have some kind of food items, utensils, different things like that. So it's all customizable to you, whatever size and amounts that you would like to have with you. I always show my titanium spork. I've had this one for years and I really, really love it. But unfortunately, it does scratch my bowls and my plates. Okay, now I will share what I'm actually putting in my emergency kit, and I'm putting this in my van, in the back of my van. So this is an Nalgene bottle, 32 ounce. I will put my spork in here. Besides those dishes, I opted for this. I think it's like a 1.5 liter pot. Anyway, it's multi-purpose and it can be my bowl, my plate. I can cook stuff in it because obviously it is a pot, but it's lockable. The unfortunate thing, it's not leak proof, but that's okay. I can gather things, drink from it if I need to, sanitize water, what have you. It's a good size for me. Then I have my rocket stove that I've also had for many, many years, and I just add stuff to it to help me with the fire starting. But it fits nicely inside this pot, and that's where that lives. So whenever I feel like camping or practicing with my bug out gear, that's typically what I use right there. And then I have to light my fire. It is a ferro rod and striker. And then I have a Mora knife, and it's stainless steel. So those are my bare minimum essentials that I typically like to keep in my car kit, my emergency kit. And then I'm choosing to put it in one of these reusable bags just because it's a soft bag, it's reusable. I can always add more things to it. Now here's my clothing that I'm choosing to put in there. So the leggings, a sports bra, extra pair of underwear, and a shirt. I'll put this in a separate bag. And I'm choosing to get a container of those baby wipes and 2 rags. They're microfiber rags. They are handy for just about everything. And then I have a full-size hygiene plus the headache medicine, because if I cannot get to coffee, aka caffeine, this will be my lifesaver for quite a few days. Bar soap, an all-in-one bar soap to wash up, clean my hair, wash my hands, wash my clothes, for everything, every single thing. This is like the bare minimum that I would like to keep as far as hygiene goes. I will add a pair of nail clippers, flashlight, and paracord to that. And then of course the folding chair, stool, or whatever it's called, plus the umbrella that you saw. Then I will add my hygiene to my clothing bag and keep my kitchen and cooking stuff separate. I'll add a couple of extra water bottles in my kitchen bag, and that's what I'm adding in those 2 bags. Most of the time I wear some sandals, so I will add a pair of sneakers. Then in my personal bag, I always have, my wallet, a few little trinkets in that little pouch bag, but I carry a baseball cap, my sunglasses. I always have a microfiber towel and something to drink. At the bare minimum, that's what I always have with me. And this is a very sturdy beach bag, which I can always add a lot more in here. So I am going to put it in the back of my van, guys. All this stuff back here, there's plenty of room. You can always organize it a lot better than this, but I'm just throwing it back here. And I always tend to have extra bags anyway, just in case, for groceries or whatever the case may be. I have extra emergency stuff here, but yeah, this is where it'll live for the time being. Besides that, I always make sure to have extra water in all my cup holders. And I do keep a trash can with trash bags and extra wipes, not just for trash, but for an emergency potty. So this is my emergency gear. One last thing before I end the video, I forgot to mention that I typically have pillows and a little throw blanket, just according to the temperature, if it's summertime or wintertime. But I went ahead and added this camping mat. It's a self-inflating memory foam one. It's really nice. It's compact enough where I'm just going to throw it in the back, and if I ever have the need to sleep for a day or 2 or a few days, then this will make it much more comfortable for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, got a little bit of inspiration from this to build your own kit, your own car kit, home kit, emergency kit, basic essentials that you can just grab and go, bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. I hope this video helped you a bit, and if you want to share what you store in your emergency kits, then put it down below. All right, bye guys.